and start now. But let me see. Do I still have your op.gg? Oh wait, could you send me? I don't know where it went. But can you send me your op.gg or your at least your name?
It's
Your
insolence.
it's.
Insolence.
Did you send? I don't see it.
I type in chat outspoke.
Okay, we can do insolence. Oh yeah, you were telling me this, but I didn't write it down. Wait, let me share my screen. Oh yeah, we ran into the same thing. It's like, were you you
There's
had
like
like a
two.
different hashtag or something, right?
Yeah, I think it's like a four-digit number.
Shoot. Okay, I'll look it up online. But otherwise, are you seeing my screen? I
Let's see.
shared 8151.
Yeah, it's 8151.
Okay. We can check what's been going down. Sorry. Are you sure? Do you see my screen?
I do, yeah.
Okay. So silver four, we can definitely get you a gold. You went like 15 and 5 in a losing game. So we can definitely get you a gold for sure. I'm like certain of that. But we just have to actually play ranked games. We're mostly
Hmm.
playing flex. I don't know if we're just practicing, but it's still good to play actual games.
Yeah.
We can take a look at this one since you lost it. Nyla, not the best blind pick, honestly, because you could get countered. So in the
Mhm.
future, this is just general knowledge. I don't know if I can write this. I should write this down for you, but try to get lower pick order because Nyla can get countered. And I know you like Nyla. I'll just give you the things about playing Nyla, and then, so the
Mhm.
thing about playing Nyla is that you're playing a melee champ, right?
Mhm.
So obviously, so the only problem with playing a melee champ ADC is now you don't have as good of siege, if that makes sense. Like your siege mid game, if you say this is a tower, Nyla has to walk all the way up to hit this, but a
Mhm.
range champ can hit this from back here. Does that kind of make sense? So
Yeah.
like these are like the pros and cons of picking Nyla. So I would have what the reason why I bring this up is I would have one other range champ, like just a pure ranged ADC in your picks. I mean, I get it. You want to, but in terms of just like draft, I'm talking about for draft because now I'm incorporating a lot of stuff and just like giving you all the um like the pros and cons up front.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's the only thing. She's a melee champ, so you're gonna lack range just in your draft for your team comp. So I would possibly, if your whole team was like an example is if your whole team is melee and you're about to pick, you could pick Nyla and send it with them, or you can pick a range champ because your whole team is melee. Does that kind of make sense? Like why you'd have
Yeah.
one range champ in your pool?
Yeah.
You just need one, but otherwise we can watch this game. If I look at the comp, it's okay. You don't have great engage on your team. I don't think anyone on this team comp has engage. Is this wait? Who is your support? Wait, what?
It's Tom Cash.
Oh, Tom Kench with TP. That's kind of troll. That's like okay with Nyla. That's not great, honestly. You want more engage. Tom Kench is like for sure peel. With his
Mhm.
ulti, and then he has a W for engage, but that's not great either. So in the future, ask for engage champ with Nyla. Honestly, enchanters aren't even that bad with Nyla. Like we saw you and Lulu kind of smoking people. But between
Mhm.
having Nautilus or Nami or Nautilus or Janna with Nyla, I'd rather have the Nautilus. So this is just tips. I'll write all these down. Ask for an engage support when playing Nyla. This is, yeah, I guess I should write this. In Champ Select, ask for engaged support when playing Nyla. So I'm just covering like kind of, I'm trying to cover all the bases like as much as I can. So
Mhm.
just know if you're going to summarize, just know if you're going a melee champ 80 carry, you're gonna lack range for sieging mid game towers. This is just like a macro thing. And then just know you're gonna want an engaged support for the most part on Nyla. So you can ask in champ select, do you play engage? And if they see you hovering Nyla, honestly, they'll probably pick engage if you ask. But we ask just to make sure and we don't like get Tom Ken support because that's kind of
Mhm.
troll with Nyla, honestly. Um, But otherwise, Jin into Fiddlesticks. I know it's kind of hard, but Cleanse is like let me do this. Cleanse is pretty decent. I know you're probably looking at their team comp, but if I had to guess, it's definitely either Zoe or Phil Six. And like, is it
Mm-hmm.
really Phil Six mid? We could maybe run Cleanse because they have CC. If they have at least two forms of like if they have one form of strong CC and then
Yeah.
one other form of CC, I would actually run Cleanse. And then also on Nyla, I think cleanse is good because if you get exhaust, if they didn't run it this game, but if they do run exhaust, like cleanse is huge. You're kind of hard countered if they run exhaust, so that's kind of why we go cleanse. But otherwise, we can kind of see what happened here. I don't know if you're running D Blade, D Shield. This is like okay lane for D
Yeah, I guess
Shield.
this game I was feeling a bit I don't know. I had a feeling I'd get poked down pretty hard.
This is fine. Honestly, like
Spot for me.
Fiddlesticks isn't really gonna poke you. Like if it was Karma Jin or Karma Lux, sorry, Lux Jin or Karma Jin, I can kind of see it. But this is fine. Honestly, with like Tom Ken support with TP, I think D Show is perfectly fine here because not perfectly fine. You could run D Blade, but like this guy is running TP. He's kind of trolling, so you want to make sure you don't int lane. So that's
Yeah.
why D Shield like 100% guarantees you don't int lane. But this is fine. This I would like now I'll just cover like any habits or mistakes I see. I wouldn't stand literally right here. This is like super AFK, honestly. I
Okay.
would watch a bush in case they invade. We see them coming, we can run away. I would watch a bush. It helps your other teammates out. Like honestly, standing under tower is just not great. You want to like see how this Jin is like standing in a bush. He's not like standing under tower. You want to just watch for stuff. So honestly, in the future, like just remember going forward in any future game you play of League of Legends, it could be ranked flex, you could be playing Samira, you could be playing Kaisa. Let's try to
Mhm.
do something level one. We don't have to play aggressive. I'm not saying invade, but at the very least, just get in the habit. Once it becomes habit, you literally will quite literally just autopilot. Instead of autopilot running here, you'll just autopilot run here. Let's
Yeah.
get in the habit of just running and watching something. So like we're kind of getting our head. It's like we just gotta get you in the habit of doing certain stuff. So that's why. But just get in the habit of here. Get in the habit of watching a bush level one free minion spawn, and then
Mhm.
you can rewatch this and see what that actually means. But I'll just get in the habit of that because we're just like super AFK. You can even like you can start thinking about the game. Maybe we can bush cheese. Honestly, you're playing Nilo. You're never really gonna bush cheese anyone. But maybe this Tom Kench hit some insane W as they walk in two man. That's like the only world I can see something happening. But we want to just get in the habit of doing something level one other than sitting under tower.
Mhm.
Um, Here, fine, yeah, okay to ward. I would actually ward here, and the reason why this is kind of advanced, so maybe rewatch this back. But the reason why I wouldn't ward here is because we're playing a melee champ. We can pretty much guarantee that they're gonna shove into us, right?
Mhm.
So since they're gonna shove into us, like once the minions spawn, they're gonna be shoved into us. This ward, they're never actually gonna be sitting in this bush. We want to ward here because they're either gonna be here or here. Does that kind of
Okay.
make sense why we don't actually ward this bush?
Yeah.
Yeah, if we're playing Nyla in the future, assume we're gonna get shoved in. So we can even watch how the lane plays out. I'll just skip forward really quick. But honestly, like oh wait, what the heck happened? Okay, but honestly, like we're fighting them for the push, which I'm noticing, which is fine. If we get the push, then this ward is okay. But honestly, we should never be getting the push as Nyla early game because we're melee. So this ward just kind of becomes useless. We want to ward second bush. But anyways, we can. But like, you never know what happens. Honestly, it's silver. That's like no flame. Random
Mhm.
stuff happens. Like the lane doesn't play out as it's supposed to be. But because you're a melee champ and they are ranged, they quite literally can just hit the minions, get the push. So that means the wave's gonna be going this way. And then since all the action is like over here, there's like no action over there. That's why we don't ward that bush. But Yeah, we could just see what happens. Here, okay, we're contesting them for the push, which is fine. Once you're maybe plat, once you're plat, you're gonna like get punished a little harder. But since it's silver, I'm giving you like advanced tips. Just play for the push, but you'll learn eventually. Like these guys will hit you for quite literally standing right here. So that's
Mhm.
why we have to stand here and we just can't auto. Once again, I think I talked about in the other video, just because you're Nyla, that does not mean we just completely concede the lane. We can still stand a little closer, but I don't know if we were able to stand here. Like we'll see if this guy auto. See, they tried to hit you, but good dodge. But yeah, just know like you're gonna be contested because you're melee. Just how the champ works and how they should honestly play the game. You see, he's trying to auto you. You see, like you can't really auto the minions. You got a nice. You snuck a nice like couple autos in the beginning, so you're actually getting the push. But this is all fine as best as you can. I tell my students use their own discretion as best as you can. Try to get the push, but as best as you can. Obviously, if this guy's quite literally hitting you, back up. But as best as you can, try to get the push. I give you like what you should strive for, and then use your own discretion. I think like we kind of are smart enough for that. But yeah, this is fine. This is why you go D shield. If you had like a better support like Nautilus, I think it's fine to go D blade. But if you're something like Tom Kench, you want to make sure you don't lose lane. This is why you go. This is perfectly fine to go D shield. Pretty much what I'm saying is, with troll supports, I'm not saying this guy's troll, but he has TP, and it's like not great. Like it's fine to go D shield. But here, this is good. This guy's going way too deep. What the f? Okay, that's not your fault
Yeah.
whatsoever. Like there's nothing you can do about that. Honestly, that was super troll. Just try to farm the minions safely. Good. Oof, oof. This is That's kind of sketch. Be a little careful. Like I
Mhm.
have to bring this up because this is definitely a mistake. Obviously, you're not dumb. You can tell this was not great, but I will bring it up because I want to make sure this isn't really happening in your future games. But yeah, definitely don't like it. Like definitely don't have to burn barrier for staying up. Like you can do quite literally. There are times and places when we can walk up, but just be careful. Like if you're quite literally sitting back here, you won't have to use barrier. So if we have to use barrier, definitely don't walk up. I just have to say that obviously you know that's a mistake, so I don't
Mhm.
want to go over it too much. But I definitely don't want you to be making that mistake, honestly. Here we kind of, I don't know if you watch my videos, but I always say thin down a wave. This is good. We want it frozen. We want it frozen on this side because it's safe. Oh wait, we're level
Mhm.
3. But we want to thin down a huge wave, so this is all fine. But now we're level 3. We can actually maybe look, but honestly it's hard with Tom Kench. This champ is like super useless. But we can kind of see what's happening. Good. We're using our W to block auto attacks. Good. Yeah, that's fine. Wait, oh my god.
Should I have gone in on that or?
Probably not. Honestly, this guy looks like he's trolling. Like, I can't tell if this guy's autofilled. This isn't even you. This guy is walking up. He randomly W'd in, died, and then now he just like this isn't. I obviously let's cover you, but like this isn't that bad to go in. This is what I'm trying to say is this isn't that bad to go in. This guy
Mhm.
is just absolute moron playing it horribly. Like, why would you W there? And then good, you're dodging auto attacks. But then this is fine. This is when you leave. Good, you left at the right time. This guy's still standing here just autoing.
Mhm.
And this is also the problem with going D shield. You're like now I'm just kind of bringing up everything, not blaming you. This guy's kind of trolling, but this is the problem with going D shield. If you are gonna fight early, you just do less damage. So like
Mhm.
this is kind of the thing with going D shield. If we're gonna just sit back, get like make sure we're not getting poked down scale, which is like you could quite literally do that. That's fine. But if we're gonna fight them, I definitely think we should consider D Blade. Um, but honestly, this Tom Kench is like just trolled you twice, so no huge mistakes on your part. Um, but yeah, that was like super troll. Other than like walking up and having to waste barrier, that was a mistake for sure. But no, you couldn't really do anything about this guy dying twice other than pinging him off. You can I'll give you anything you could possibly do, and then try your best. But the only thing you can really do about this guy is just like recognizing he's kind of a dumbass and Wing in. Anytime
Mm.
you see him start doing this, anytime you see him start like waddling forward, just V and then left click and ping him off. That's like the
Mhm.
only thing you can possibly do after we see him in twice. Like that's what I would recommend. If I was coaching live, I might be like, okay, just ping this guy off. So that's like what you could do. Ping this guy off if
Mhm.
you ever see him walking forward. That's honestly probably what I would do. So that's like what you could do. Obviously, if he decides to walk forward after you ping him off, there's like nothing you can do, and then if he dies, there's like nothing you can do. But I give
Yeah.
you anything you could possibly do, and what you could possibly do is ping him off. So like that's like this. This looks okay. He's kind of oh, I would have W'd. Okay, we really definitely need a. If we're about to go in, obviously maybe this one's kind of self-explanatory, but I don't know
Mhm.
why you didn't W. Like here, this is good. He's CC'd, but the moment he comes off CC and he's about to force shot, oh, we got silence. Is that why? Let me see. We gotta be careful of that. I mean, there's obviously ways you could play it better,
Mhm.
but let me see what happened. So we go in. I would just W right now. Oh, I would like now. Okay, a couple things. Like we definitely want to W the moment his CC ends. So like it's like guaranteed he does no damage if that makes sense. Like he's CC'd,
Mhm.
we're autoing him, and then once the CC ends, we W. Like he's CC'd, we're autoing him. Once the CC ends, we W so that guaranteed no damage comes back to us. Does that
Yeah.
kind of make sense? And
Okay.
then
Okay.
now this guy also has a silence if we W late. See, now we can't W. So that was kind of a misplay. You can kind of rewatch, but the way is like in the future, if they CC, hit them, and then the moment they can counterattack because they're non CC'd, you press W so that like you see how it's like guaranteed winning, kind of.
Mhm.
So like that's definitely how you want to play it. Um, if I just give you any like how you supposed to play it, now this looks pretty bad. Honestly, if you hit your W properly, like I'm not trying to flame too hard. I don't think it's like
Mhm.
that difficult. But if you hit your W properly, like this guy, like this would have been way different.
Yeah.
Um, but it's fine. This is kind of bad, but like things aren't going great. Yeah, that's not great. But just in the future, now you know if they're CC'd auto, moment they're uncc'd when they try to counterattack, hit your W so that like they didn't hit you because they're CC'd, and then they quite literally cannot hit you because you're W'd, so it'll just equal like guaranteed win. Does that kind of make sense? That's
Yeah.
like how you could possibly like how you could properly use her W. Um, this guy TPs. Hopefully he freezes this. Is this kind of like this is a ranked solo duo game? I don't know. This guy's just trolling, but it's okay. 0-3. So I would say honestly, first two deaths weren't really your fault, but that was kind of a mistake. I'm not blaming you for him dying, but like
Mhm.
if you W'd a little better, he probably would have died. You guys could have maybe walked it out. This guy is just sending it the moment he sees someone. Honestly, I don't know if I've told you this, but don't get baited by these supports. If
Yeah.
you start to recognize that they're just inty, like kind of pick up on that and then just don't go in. Does that kind of make sense?
Mhm.
Like the moment this guy sees someone on his screen, he's done it from level one. He just hits W. Oh, what is this? Wait, that's not that. Do we have W? But this is why we run cleanse, especially in Fiddlesticks. Like honestly, if you ever see Fiddlesticks support again, I would definitely recommend cleanse. But yeah,
Mhm.
this is kind of why we run cleanse. Here, I think I brought this up last time, but you definitely don't want to be using W for movement speed.
Mhm.
It's like a huge ability. It blocks this guy's four shot. So like, be careful about using W for movement speed. I think that's like pretty bad, honestly.
Yeah.
Um,
I tried to give it to the Tom for some reason. I thought it would help.
I mean,
But
honestly, just Tom kind of stinks. I wouldn't really
yeah.
try to help. I would only give my W to Tom if it saves him from auto attacks. Like he's about to get four shot, one shot, and I
Mhm.
W him, and then he lives it. That's like the only time I'd probably give him W. Because now, like, imagine this is like kind of troll by you, honestly. But if you had W here, you would have taken zero damage. Like, we definitely don't flash in here, but if we hit W here, we wouldn't have taken that auto. We wouldn't have taken this auto. Like, you kind of see how important W was here.
Yeah.
So I would in the future I would just get in the habit of honestly not using your W for movement speed. I would focus more on the fact that W blocks auto attacks. Like just remember WBA. W blocks auto attacks. So I would get in the habit of really playing around the fact that your W blocks auto attacks rather than your W gives movement speed. Um, because it's just super OP, honestly. You can block like any Draven trade auto attack. Like that's why Nyla kind of counters Draven. So I know you did that last time, so I kind of want to break that habit, and I want you
Hmm.
to focus more on one. Remember WBA, W
Okay.
blocks auto attacks, and then two. But maybe I should do this way lower on the priority list. It gives movement speed. It still gives movement speed. It still is a thing, but the main thing is that it blocks auto attack. So I want us to play around that. Okay.
Okay.
I think that will help you a lot because honestly, if I don't want to like keep going over this, but honestly, if you had W here, this was pretty troll flash. Honestly, you want my honest opinion? This was pretty troll
Hmm.
of you. But if you had W here, you would have blocked like that was pretty troll. But you would have blocked all these auto attacks, and instead of being this HP, you would have probably been like right here. The only thing that would have hit you is Vi's Q, but instead you took like everyone's auto attacks, so you got low and died. So honestly, I remember WBA, W blocks auto attacks, and then lower on the priority list, it gives movement speed. Because you were doing that last time. I just
Hmm.
honestly don't think that's great. I think the number one thing, if people think Nyla W, the number one thing is the fact that it dodges auto attacks. Um, and apparently reduces magic damage by 25%. But I think anyone, if you ask them what Nyla W's like main thing is, it blocks auto
Hmm.
attacks. So I just want us to play around that. Um, but otherwise, we're still even CS support, kind of inting. But it is what it is. Can't do much about that. Other than ping them, I try to give you anything possible you could do. You can ping them, and definitely don't get bait. I just want to bring this up again. If we see him Wing in, definitely don't get baited. Do like
Hmm.
this. Do like a half step forward, maybe good. Definitely do not do that. That is like
Okay.
that. Definitely don't do that. You want to like kind of half step forward, creep up, see if it's okay. If it's bad, definitely run because this guy's kind of trolling. Like
Hmm.
that's definitely what you want to do. And then any elo, masters, grandmaster. I'm not grandmaster yet, but I'm 200, almost at 200 LP. But anyways, masters, grandmasters, diamond, bronze. You're gonna get baited by your supports. It's just a thing.
Hmm.
They're gonna see something in their eyes like this is good. You're gonna realize it's not good. So definitely don't get baited. But otherwise, this is fine to slow push. This is okay. We're making him miss a few CS, so it's fine. And you get a CS lead as long as you actually get the last hits. So this is
Okay.
all fine. Good. Here, it's fine to let it shove into you slowly, or you can just insta push it. The problem about being here is we see Vi. Our
Hmm.
jungle is top side. We kind of have to. Now I'm bringing up jungle, but anytime our jungle is top side, we want to get. We have wards. We want to place our wards. If it's ever black and dark like this, you should
Hmm.
alarm. I want you to get in the habit of alarms start like flaring in your head, like oh
Okay.
shit, we need a ward either here or here, because
Okay.
once again, if we quite literally look, she's quite literally right here. So in the
Hmm.
future, if it's ever dark like this, I want us to like start having danger going off in our head, and I want us to ward this. Now I'm helping you with jungle, but yeah, this is the thing. We could get ganked here. Um, and you want to be careful because this guy is top. If we see our jungle top and we have quite literally no, if you have some vision, you honestly have room to work with. But if our jungle is top and then you quite literally have nothing in these two bushes, if you're going to watch this, are perfectly fine to ward in. You don't have to like ward here. You could ward here, but it's fine to just ward here as long as we have something. But I want us to be like, if we're right here and no vision, jungle top, I want us to be like, oh shit, this is kind of sketch. That's why I want you to get in the habit of. But good, we see her running. This is all fine. Careful, careful. Good. If they're on Tom Kench, we can maybe look. Okay. This is why we W, but yeah, that's why we W early. Like
Hmm.
not just for movement speed. This was good, but the moment we went in, we hit W so that they literally just cannot really hit us. You see, this guy hit
Hmm.
us. That's what we want our W for. The moment we go in, anything they send at us just gets blocked by our W. So that
Hmm.
is good. That's like thankfully we see a good example of W. So this is all good. Good kiting on the Jin. Oh, that's so unlucky. But it's fine. Good kiting on the Jin, by the way. This one a little sus. Ooh, that was like super
Yeah,
close,
super close.
but it's fine. Good. I don't know if you're getting the habit. I don't know if I told you this, but anytime you get a kill, look at the map. We see
Hmm.
no one. Zoe could quite literally be running at us. Let's see where she is. Okay, or Fiddlesticks, someone could be here. So good, we don't greed for this wave. We look at the map, realize someone was quite literally right here. So if you did, I don't know if that was like you looking at the map, but yes, anytime you, I don't know if I told you this, but anytime you get a kill, look at the map. If you see
Hmm.
no one, it's not safe. So good, get in that habit. That will save you like so many deaths and then they'll lead to wins. So it's just a good habit to have.
Hmm.
Here, wait for Tom Kench to come back. Good. Okay. Yeah, good. We don't like there's no point. We could walk up, maybe like there's literally no point in doing any of that. So yeah, that's fine. Just sit back here. Good, good, good. This is all good. Just get the farm as best as we can. Oh shit. Get the farm as best as we can. This is once again, this guy is quite literally sending it. I literally can change vision, but there's a
Hmm.
Fiddlesticks right here about to ult in. So this guy sends it. You send it with him because you're not aware. Fiddlesticks comes in, ult you both. Do you see how bad that is?
Yeah.
So I want you to get like I'm pretty sure this Fiddlesticks is quite literally sitting right here. I want you to get in the habit of just because your support sends it does not mean we send it. We do like a half step. We know Fiddlesticks is here. I want you to be aware of that so that we do not just randomly go in here because this guy is not. Because you'll get baited so hard. You just see this guy going in like this. It's like, oh shit, go in. My support went in. Definitely do not do that. I definitely don't want you to be getting baited by your supports. So you can barely even do a half step because if this guy ults in, you just get feared. So I would honestly ping this guy off, and then I would ping him off, and then I'd ping this bush, and then ping Fiddlesticks, and obviously this guy has brain cells. But the problem is he just fully sends it on repeat. Do we are we aware of Fiddlesticks here?
Yeah.
Yeah, good, good. I mean, he can say I'll just give him he baited Fiddlesticks ult. He honestly did not. But oh, if we have okay, sorry. If we have jungle here, then it's fine. But still be careful about full sending it. Sorry, I know I went on like a rant. But if we have jungle here, it's fine per se. But if we immediately go in, Fiddlesticks could ult. Their Vi, if she was like high elo, could be sitting here counter ganking. Do you understand like why
Yeah.
we don't just randomly send it just because this guy send it? That's like the whole point.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's why we don't just randomly send it. Just because, like, once again, just because we have Kha'Zix here, it kind of changes things, but not really. Because if this guy goes in, Kha'Zix isn't here yet. You randomly go in, Fiddlesticks goes in. Vi could be sitting in this bush. Do you see, like, why
Yeah.
we don't quite just send it just because this guy sent it? But it's fine. Um, but yeah, we still have to watch out for Vi. I don't know where Vi is. Okay, Vi is bot side, but she is farming. But yeah, that's why we don't just send it randomly if the support sends it. Oh my god, this guy is getting every kill. What the F? Honestly, I'm gonna write this down for you because this is super troll. I don't like this Tom Kench getting kills. It's so embarrassing. Like this guy's kind of boosted. Save I'm gonna write that. Save last hits auto or Q for
Okay.
kills. Save your last hits for kills. We definitely don't want this Tom Kench getting every kill. This is like super troll. Honestly, he should, if a kill is free like this, he shouldn't do anything, but yeah, it is what it is. Once again, we need to get in the habit of having better vision. I'm not saying track the jungle, I'm not saying knowing exactly where they are, but what I'm saying is if our screen is black here, now I'm incorporating this. If our screen is black here, we want to get in the habit of warding something. Okay?
Okay.
Anytime we see our screen black, you don't have wards, your support has wards, ping him, ping his support item, ping and then ping this bush. Like ping
Okay.
ask for vision or whatever. Like I want us to get in the habit of warding because this is like super sketch. Yeah, we knew Vi was bot. But once again, good W. This is the problem with the Tom Kench getting every kill. This is fine. This is fine. I think you can actually kill here. Wait, go on Vi, please, before he dies. Dude, oh my god, this is cringe. This is so embarrassing. If this guy gets this killed, that would be embarrassing. But that's fine. But do you see, like, once you become aware, you'll get in the habit, but like it's super sketch. Like Vi
Okay.
could come at any time, so I want us to start warding. But yeah, it's like super sketch because it's just perma black. We don't see anything, and then we want to know if the Vi is coming. But yeah, otherwise, try to save last hits because this is kind of hard to watch. Honestly, I wish you were getting all these kills, but whatever. Otherwise, still good 2v2. Just try to get the
Hmm.
kills. Otherwise, this is fine. We look at the map. We see that mid's missing, but honestly, she can't 2v1 you guys, so this is fine. This is fine. I honestly think you can just straight up kill this guy through his W. Yeah, this is fine. Yeah, good. Good, we're not running from that. Once you know your champion's damage just from playing them, you'll just know how much damage you do. So if we see a Fiddlesticks just walking into us, we can just hit him and be like, "This guy's trolling." So good. That was all good. Yeah, we get a recall. Better recall timings, honestly. This game we're not sitting on like 2k gold. We're actually spending our gold fighting. So this is all good. Honestly, your Tom Kench kind of stepping it up. He inted twice. Borderline three times, but kind of doing well now. We're playing well, so this is all good. Here, I still recommend cleanse against Fiddlesticks, but it's fine. Barrier has saved you, but it's fine. Uh, this is okay. I wouldn't really recommend recalling. This is just recalls, but I wouldn't
Hmm.
recommend recalling if the wave is quite literally right here because you're like
Okay.
guaranteed gonna lose it. So I wouldn't. I'll just write this down. I wouldn't recall if wave is quite literally in the lane. Does that kind of make sense? Like,
Yeah.
because if you do end up recalling, like you're just gonna guarantee miss the wave. So I wouldn't really recommend that. This guy's doing some TP play. Yeah, okay, got his flash. Good. I wouldn't chase this far. Please tell me you're not chasing this far.
I am. Yeah, I am.
Oh, honestly, the moment I just want us to register, like the moment this guy flashes this wall, he's pretty
Hmm.
much out, honestly. Like,
Okay.
this guy is chasing super far. What we can do that's so much better with our time is we insta shove this wave, start
Okay.
hitting tower, get a free plate, because this Jin has to do that. Do you see, like, it's
Yeah.
so much
Okay.
better with our
See.
time? Like, sorry, what was that?
No, I see it.
Yeah, like we're gonna chase this so far. Do we even have boots? We don't even. Okay, we don't
Yeah.
even have boots. This is like super troll, honestly. I think like this is like super duper troll. I don't know what like the thing is I kind of like I'll explain it to you. The reason why we don't chase is if we run here, he's just gonna run away. So like we'll never catch him because he's just quite literally gonna run away. And then honestly, you don't even have boots, so this is like super troll. Instead, we wanted to go bot, push the wave out, and then start hitting his tower plates because he has to recall. That kind of makes
Okay.
sense.
It does. Yeah.
Uh, like so, if we ever run into a situation, I'll just give you like in the future, if we ever run into a situation where like maybe you're not sure if he's out, but honestly, on my screen, this guy is just gone. Like, look how far we are. We have no boots. if we ever run into this situation, just realize the better play is to go bot. You should realize this guy screwed up. He's gonna lose this whole wave, and we get a plate. Like it's just so much better for us to go bot lane here. Um, yeah, this was like honestly. Oh, why are we mid? Okay, are we like helping with void grubs or something? I guess since we're mid, we can just be mid. That's fine. Wait, why are we? Uh, I was. That's like fine, I guess. The reason why, like, that's okay. If you were gonna rotate to void grubs, that's like okay. That's more of a team play, honestly. I
Yeah.
definitely would have just went bot and just made this Jin lose waves. It's better for
Okay.
our 2v2. Like, it's better in the 80 carry matchup. But this is like questionable. This is like okay, I guess. We made them lose one mid wave, but we just lost a full cannon wave bot. If we look bot, our wave is like really bad. Do you kind of understand? Like, I just need to know how much knowledge you have. But the reason why our pushing wave, you're gonna lose all the minions because it's just pushing out, pushing out. Does that kind of make like we here?
Yeah.
I'll just show. I'm not sure if you're aware of this, so I have to like bring it up. But you see like how many minions we lost from this like push. Look at everything you're losing because the
Yeah. I
wave.
see.
So
I
this
missed.
is sorry, what?
Said yeah. I see. I missed.
Yeah, this is like you missed a cannon and a regular wave just because our wave is pushing into them. So in the future, if we ever see our wave pushing into them, we get back to bot immediately and farm the wave. Does that kind of make sense? Like you see
Yeah.
how many waves you missed.
Yeah.
So
For
that's
some
like
reason, I thought.
I don't know what we're doing here. Honestly, this is super troll. Either start like oh wait, you guys are like doing like two different things. That was like this is like everything was like fine. You look like a decent player other than like a couple mistakes. But
Mhm.
this looks like some honestly, no flame. This looks like some super noob macro. I want us to like
Okay.
I want like everything was fine up to this point, honestly. Once I saw
Uh,
this though, this is like super questionable, super suspicious. So if we
okay.
ever see our wave pushing into them, I want us to run back and farm this wave. Otherwise, we're gonna lose one, two, three, maybe three waves. Okay? So I just want us to remember this for sure because we can quite literally just see all these minions die. It was a full cannon wave as well. We just are losing one wave. We just quite literally lost this wave. And look, you're like randomly over here. Do you see like we're just
Yeah.
this is what happens if you like we lost this wave now and then we lose this wave now. Like we're losing like this is honestly like super bronze of you, but I think if we cover it and the takeaway here, what we can learn from and actually do is if the wave is pushing out, we want to know that we will just slowly lose the wave over time. As we let I played it out to you. If the wave is pushing out, we're gonna slowly lose the wave over time. So we want to get back to that wave immediately and farm it and fix it. Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah.
But this is like a huge thing, so that's why I kind of have to cover it. This is like pretty massive. This was like a pretty massive mistake, and it's like a pretty massive mistake if you're making it. Like certain mistakes, I I'm obviously I still make mistakes. I'm not like the greatest player of all time, but certain mistakes I quite literally just do not make. So to
Mhm.
see you making that mistake, it's like not great. I definitely want to make sure you're not making that mistake.
Okay.
But that's like something I definitely wouldn't make that mistake. So I want to make sure you're not making that mistake. So I hope we covered that.
Yeah.
Here we're like still running around. We want to make sure we're still getting farm. This is where a lot of people I guess start losing out on CS. They just start running around the map. But yeah, this is why we run cleanse. Oh, yeah, this is the problem. This is why we run cleanse. Honestly, you just have to be on high guard with fill sticks and be especially careful if we don't have cleanse. Like he could literally pop out from any bush. So once again, don't get super baited just because this guy goes in. Don't go in just because he went in. Still watch out. Like you're in their jungle. Like here, I'll write it down. Don't get baited by support. Just because support goes in doesn't mean you go in.
Okay.
Just because support doesn't mean you go in. I'll put that in like super caps. But like that is huge. You definitely don't want to get baited by your support. But otherwise, let's check your W. Decent W. If they use counterattack, you would get hit. But yeah, this is a problem. We literally, yeah, we don't have cleanse, and then we just get fiddlestick ulted. But this wasn't even a cleanse issue. This is us just randomly fighting because our Tom Kench went in, and then not
Mhm.
realizing we're like in their jungle and can get killed. So be careful of that for sure. Play like Fog of War.
Okay.
Otherwise, 2-2-4, you had like a really questionable sequence the last 2-3 minutes, but you can always reset, like come back into it. But yeah, definitely don't be roaming around if your bot wave is pushing out. That's like the huge
Okay.
takeaway from the last minute. But otherwise, we can kind of see. Okay, Merc Treads, yeah, that's good. If you didn't run Cleanse, if you had Cleanse, honestly, you don't need Merc Treads. You can maybe go Ninja Tobbies, because Ninja Tobbies is like a super counter. They have 3 AD and auto
Mhm.
attackers. But if you have no Cleanse, Merc Tread, you kind of have to go. So good adaptation. Once again, this is like super sketch. I want you to get in the habit and just be like the moment you see no vision here, just be like, holy shit, I'm in danger. I just want you to get in the habit of like no vision here, this is danger, danger, danger. And then
Okay.
obviously the next step is someone go ward this, ping your support, go ward this. But yeah, I just want you to get in the habit of that. But otherwise, but once it hits about 15 minutes, like I don't know if you're doing the slow push that I told you, but once it hits about 10 to 12 minutes, you can just hard push every wave because there's no point in slow pushing after like because once you're mid game 30 minutes in, you're not gonna be sitting there slow pushing. So once I'll write this down. Once it hits about 10 to 12 mins, no longer slow push, just hard push waves. And you know what hard push is, right? You just auto minions.
Okay. Yeah, but so when you're hard pushing, do you just
Mhm.
push the wave regardless if you get the CS?
No, you definitely still want to get the CS, but like
Okay.
push it as like auto on repeat, but
Okay.
try to get like don't just auto on like number one priority is get CS. Get
Okay.
the last hit. Number two priority is doing it as fast as possible. So if you're doing it
Okay.
super fast but just missing all six minions, slow down. Number one priority is for sure get the CS. Number two is then as fast as possible. Does that kind of make
Okay.
sense?
It does, yeah.
Yeah, and then once again, do that once it hits 10 or 12 minutes. We don't really need to be slow pushing at 15 minutes, kind of troll, but good that you're slow pushing. But now I'll like explain to you when to do it, and it's pretty basic. 10 to 12 minutes. I know I just covered this, but I'm just
Hmm.
like saying it again. 10 to 12 minutes, hard push, fast push, and once again, good question. Ask as many questions as you want, but we make sure you get the CS and then do it fastly.
Okay.
Definitely don't do it fast if you're missing every CS. Just slow it down. But here, this is fine. Let me see the items. Yeah, we don't have to be super scared. Here, if this guy walks up to you, because you have your team quite literally right here, and do you see the pathing they can take to kill this guy?
Yeah.
We can quite literally just walk up and hit this guy. So we don't have to like actually walk back if he walks into us. I don't know if we're like trying to let it push into us, but in the future, once it hits 15 minutes, people are higher level. They can tank tower. I would have told you if I was coaching in a live game, push this wave, dive this guy. Does that kind of
Okay.
make sense? Like we're kind of letting it push into us, trying to set up for a gang, but we can like look. There's more of a dive angle at this HP and this state of the game. Otherwise, this is fine. Yeah, we have to be careful about wasting our W because there's a problem with like wasting our. I don't know if we're using it as movement speed to like get out of
Our
fights.
hero is trying to avoid his autos. Thought he would use his fourth auto on me.
That's fine, I guess. That's okay. The thing is, if we're literally about to come flying back in, that like we'd have no W, but that's like
Yeah.
okay. I guess yeah. This is why we run cleanse. In the future, I do bring it up. Like, yeah, it's good you got the kills, but this is why, like, it's pretty impactful to run cleanse against this comp. If I
Mhm.
was coaching you in draft, I'd probably tell you to run cleanse. But yeah, just know against hard CC like this, we definitely want cleanse. So that is something. I think we're gonna have to itemize QSS, so it's still fine, but They do have like almost they have guaranteed CC with Fiddlesticks. It's like undodgeable, and then
Yeah.
it could get layered. So that's kind of the thing. And again, this is a good general rule, but against any undodgeable CC, dodgeable CC to me is Morgana Q, Lux Q. Like, yeah, if you get hit by it, it's pretty strong, but it's definitely dodgeable.
Hmm.
Undodgeable CC is someone who can quite literally point and click and just CC you. Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah, it does.
So against undodgeable CC, and Leona is like borderline undodgeable CC depending on champion. Like we want
Hmm.
cleanse. So yeah, I'll just write
Okay.
that down in case against undodgeable. Is that an E? Undodgeable CC run cleanse against dodgeable CC Lux Morgana etc. Oh
Okay.
shit, etc. Don't need cleanse. Because like you can quite literally just sidestep it. It's like not the hardest thing in the world if you're max range. Here we're like freezing. This is fine. You see the problem? We just have like we have decent vision here, but we want like something.
Okay.
But yeah, this is fine. We actually have pretty good vision setup, honestly. Deep wards are fine, but if we miss them for even a second, we don't see them anywhere over here. But like this
All
is
right.
fine. This is decent vision. I'll try to get a tri-bush ward at least. But this is like okay vision. We can see them on camps. Here we're pushing. Good. Yeah, this is the problem. Like this guy, like even with our vision setup, we didn't even see this fiddlestick. So this is like sort of the problem. It's kind of a bait vision.
Yeah.
It's like okay vision, but we didn't even see this guy. So like even if this guy sends it, fiddlesticks will just pop out of nowhere ulti us. So once again,
Okay.
this comes back to the I call it a fundamental, but come back to the fundamental of don't get baited by support. It's kind of just like rules I have, but it's more like a fundamental to me. But we definitely just because this guy starts sending it does not mean we send it with him. Um, let's see. Yeah, once again, we had decent vision, but if you look, like it's like okay vision. Honestly, it's not great. I would have warded here, and then I would have warded try bush, and I would have warded try bush. Like we didn't
Yeah.
even see this Vi. Okay, we missed her for a second. Oh wait, she's padding on full vision. Honestly, it's not the worst. Wait, how did we lose this? I wasn't even paying attention. Honestly, I was talking, but okay, yeah, we definitely don't want to die to this. Sorry, I wasn't even paying attention. I was talking about not getting baited by this guy. But the thing about this vision is we had to like be looking at the map, and it's fine. You can look at the map, but here we see Vi, and we see her running bot, so we don't want to go in here. Let's see what happens. You could. Oh my god, that was such a troll W. What the f?
I don't know what I was thinking. I tried to like I don't know
Yeah,
save
you
him.
like try to save this guy. Honestly, once again, I'll just write this down in bold and caps, I guess. Don't get baited by your support. This is like number one rule of solo queue. You're 2v2, you're getting stuck in a 2v2 with a random player you don't know. Definitely do not get baited by your support. So that's like definitely something. Yeah, we definitely don't want to get baited. Like just because this guy's going in, we want to be more aware of the map as well. Like if we literally saw Vi here, we definitely want to ping him off hard to not go in here. But then the moment you see this, you should just be like, oh shit, this guy's kind of caught, and you should like not go in. Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, this is just sad way to die, honestly. This guy's getting like, oh, he killed Jin. That's like not the worst, I guess, but 2 for 1, it's still pretty bad. We're not running out of time. We have like 20 more minutes, but I do want to cover the full game. But I covered a lot of lane phase. But let's just see
Mhm.
what else is happening. Um, let's see. Okay, we come back here. Good. Now we're starting hard push. Yeah, you want to just hard push every wave. Once again, our vision is like okay. Again, with these bushes, I'll ward here and here, and then it covers like anything they decide to come at you with.
Okay.
We need to work on our vision a bit. Did I write this down for you? Need
No, that's all.
okay. Need to work on our vision. watch video for where and when I said to ward. But once again, I think you'll remember this because I keep bringing it up, and hopefully you'll just remember it by heart. But
Mhm.
anytime it's black, we want to get danger alarm. We need wards. So that's just like something I want you again. I'm just giving you all these habits, and then once it sticks, you'll quite literally just be a better player. And once you're a better player, you just start winning.
Mhm.
But yeah, we just want to get in the habit of holy shit, we have no vision. We need wards. Like, look how black your map is. You
Mhm.
have one ward currently, other than these two. What the f? But whatever. I don't know who warded this. This is you have three wards in this game right now. You have one in
Mhm.
Tribush, which is okay, and then you have two right here. We
Yeah.
definitely want some better vision. Even as AD carry, you have to be aware of vision. Like if you want to be high rank, you have to start knowing not just the AD carry role, but you need to know support role. How well not support role, but you need to understand vision. You need to just slowly, and I'm slowly like giving you things as you go. But yeah, if you want to be high ranked, you don't just know AD carry. You also need to know how to win the game. So
Mhm.
vision is important. And don't worry, I'll tell you where to ward or whatever. And honestly, you can trust me. I think I'm pretty good at it.
Okay.
So it's not like I'm talking out of my ass. I think you can trust me. But here, good. If we see them taking drag, we want to play safer. This is all good. Good. Okay, farm this. But you see how scary it is? Like we have
Yeah.
literally no vision. Who's to
Mhm.
say after what just happened, Vi and Phil6 are not sitting in this bush waiting to jump you the moment you walk up. Like once you
Mhm.
start thinking about plays, thinking about vision, they could quite literally be anywhere over here. Who's to say they're not in this bush? Who's to say they're not just standing right here? Standing right here. Like who's to say they just took drag, they're anywhere bot side. Once again, they were quite literally just bot side. If we see this guy sending, and if we start getting the mind, if we start getting a smarter mind, we'll start naturally pinging this guy. So I'm trying to like
Mhm.
enlighten you and expand your mind, and then you'll just naturally be like, wait, why is this guy going in? Ping him off, and then you'll start pinging him off. Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm trying to enlighten you, and then once you're enlightened, you're gonna enlighten this Tom Kench because this is super troll. This guy is like, it's almost like object permanence, and it's almost like he sees one guy. Oh my god, he must be alone. No, there are three guys quite literally right here. So like, we just want to be aware of this, and this is like a couple different things. If you had better, I'm not blaming you, but like I'll blame you because it'll help make you a better player. If you have
Mhm.
better vision, if you have better knowledge of vision, you'll ping him where to have knowledge, where to ward. You'll ping him where to ward, and if he has vision, this guy is not dumb. If all of a sudden your map looked like this and you see a
Mhm.
fiddlestick standing here, just because there's a Jin solo, that he's not gonna go in. Does that kind of make sense?
Okay.
Like this guy only sees the Jin, so he's like, "Oh my god, he's solo." But I know Jin, I know Fiddlesticks and Vi are still literally right here. He just needs wards on the map. He needs some vision on the map because he's not dumb. He's not gonna randomly send it if there's like four guys right here. So that's why we ward here. We get better vision as an AD carry. We know where we want wards. We get better vision, and then once we
Okay.
have better vision, the game just looks different. Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. So,
Could you sorry,
mhm.
could you link the video that you talk about words in?
I don't talk. I kind of meant. Sorry, I meant in this video I talked about warding a lot,
Oh, okay.
but
Okay.
like really, you only need a ward in Tribush. Once again, here, I'll. I don't know what timestamp this is, but try to remember this. If it's really simple once you get the hang of it. But you see how it's all black over here, right? If you pan your camera, it's all black over here.
Yeah.
I want you to be like, holy shit, danger, danger, danger. We need one ward in Tribush and one ward here. That's literally it. One ward here, one ward here. You see everything. Like, so the only time, like, it's not like super complicated, but I just meant in this video, I was trying to cover it a lot. If it's black over here, once again, I'll try and go slow here so like you really digest it and absorb it. But if it's black over here, if it's black over here on this map, we want a ward here and a ward in Tribush, okay? That kind of makes sense?
Yeah, it does.
Okay, but yeah, otherwise if he had a ward here, he wouldn't have TP'd in because he would see four guys. But once you up your vision game, you'll just naturally win more because I'm making you into a better, smarter player. So then once this starts happening, once you're like, oh shit, we need a ward, the
Hmm.
game will just look different. Your Tom Kench will literally see four people standing here and he's not going to send it. Does that kind of make sense how it's like a butterfly effect?
Yeah. Okay.
Mhm. So once you have better vision, like over time, I'll be watching you, your game will look different. But here, so I don't get too crazy, what to work on. Get better vision in the bot lane, ward Tribush, and ward River. Okay, that's if you implement this habit, your game will be a lot different.
Hmm.
Don't get be. I'll give you actionable stuff to work on because I know I wrote down like 10 different things. There's so much to see here, but I'll write down the most important from watching your gameplay. Get better vision in the bot lane, ward Tribush and ward River, and then don't get baited by your support going in. If they randomly send it, only half commit, and then 100% make sure you don't die. This is my rule of thumb, and this is what I do. I I go help them. If they randomly decide to send it, I like sort of help, but if I help, I 100% make sure I don't die. That
Okay.
because I play the same game as you. I know the same supports that just send it. Then they freak out. Why didn't you help me? This, that, and the third.
Yeah.
So my rule of thumb is if they send it, I sort of help so that their mental is chilling, but I also 100% make sure I don't die. So these
Okay.
are like these two things, if you improve on this, will help you so much as a player. Like,
Okay.
like don't use W for movement speed. If you have to decide between working on don't use W for movement speed or get better vision in the bot lane, 100% focus on get better vision in the bot lane. We can
Okay.
iron out this habit of don't use W for movement speed, but we want better vision. So I'll write stuff. I'll write a shit ton of notes, but if it gets too overwhelming, like shit, what do I work on? There's like 10 different things. I'll write because I have like a pretty good general idea. I'll write down the most important one to work on, and then so it's definitely get better vision in the bot lane, and then it's definitely don't get baited by your support. This will stop you guys from dying randomly so much more.
Okay.
So work on those two. But otherwise, good. We're coming back. We have 6 assists. Kind of sad. Once again, a little bit more minor. Definitely getting better vision in the bot lane is number one. Another thing is save spells for last hits. But yeah, 6 assists, kind of sad. But here, once again, I kind of said this in the video, but if it's looking black, once
Yeah.
again, that's a clear indicator we need wards.
Okay.
One here is perfectly fine. Definitely one here. But yeah, you just want better vision, and then with better vision, it's like map hacks. You just quite literally see them. You need better vision. Here, good, nice engage. The only problem is we have no vision. So if Vi was literally right here, it's suddenly a 3v2. But otherwise, in terms of a pure 2v2, this is like super good by you. So really nice engage. Unlucky, the Tom's probably gonna get every kill. Please don't Q this Tom. Nice. Otherwise, really good play here. Super solid. You look comfortable on the champ. You just need to learn the. Obviously, there's little stuff on Nyla, like I think play around her W, dodging
Okay.
attacks more. I think anyone. I already said this, but I think the fact that dodges auto attacks, um, is like the reason why people think of her W. But
Hmm.
otherwise, your Nyla looks solid. Like in terms of just you playing the champ, I'm trying to explain to you other game knowledge, like vision, that will help you win, make you
Okay.
more solid of a player. So we want to work on vision, and then over time, I'll just keep seeing your mistakes, and then fix like the most important ones, I think. But vision for sure will help you a lot more, and not getting baited by your support. Good, once again, we're not getting
Right here, I
baited.
got super fucking baited.
Wait, you got
I
baited
got
here?
giga baited right here. Watch, you'll see. It was honestly sad.
Wait, I thought you were running. Do you run back in?
Yeah, I run back in when the
Oh no.
because he pings him, and so like I don't know.
Oh no,
He'll
definitely
spam me
okay.
later in the game because I
Wait, is he just gonna ult you?
yeah.
Oh no, dude. Yeah, this is okay, good. I wrote it as number two. I'll write it in freaking bold, I guess. This is like a huge thing. Don't get baited by your support going in, and then if they randomly send it or randomly ping you, if
Uh-huh.
they randomly send it or randomly ping you, only half commit, 100% make sure you don't die.
Okay.
Because dude, I've run into like every type of support in this game. They send
Uh-huh.
it, then you know you're gonna die, so you don't go in. But then they die, so they start flaming you, and then they get tilted. Game is just lost. Like I run into every support. So honestly, I think I've like give pretty good rules.
Uh-huh.
Definitely don't get baited. Definitely don't go in there because now you're screwed. Yeah, this guy's chilling, but now you're dead. So definitely don't get baited by your support. And if you are gonna go in, half commit, but 100% make sure you don't die. Okay, that's like the best
Okay.
rule I can give you for like situations like these. Otherwise, yeah, it's super troll. This guy isn't thinking. He's like, oh shit, I'm Tom Kench. We can go in. Yeah, but I'm Nyla with 200 HP. If I go in, honestly, you need to have a little bit more awareness,
Uh-huh.
but if I'm Nyla and I go in, Garen just hits ult on me. So honestly, you need to be a little smarter. But yeah, definitely don't get baited by your support.
Okay.
That's like super troll. Otherwise, wait, where are you? Once it hits about 23 minutes, mid game macro, we want to go mid lane. I don't want
Okay.
to overwhelm you with too much stuff because honestly, working on getting better vision in the bot lane. I'll write during lane phase, and then don't these are like two big things to work on, so I don't want to like bog you down with or overwhelm you with too much stuff. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we can cover your mid game macro here. um Good, we're farming. Is this a real one or fake one?
I fucking oh my god, I
Oh
was so
dude.
dude. I
Was
kind of just
that
had to stand there for a
wait, did you
second. I
not even
couldn't
see
believe
that
it.
guy? He was standing right here, and then did you get like a
It
little
was
scared when he
hilarious.
did this?
Yes, I did. I did. I don't know. I honestly
Okay.
kind of just stood it like just stared at my screen for a moment, and I kind of just cupped my mouth because I couldn't believe it. Like I couldn't believe
Okay.
I felt something like that. So
Emote seems appropriate, but I okay. We
yeah,
don't really have to cover that. That one's kind of self-explanatory, right?
yeah,
But okay, we definitely want to. I don't know, be paying attention a little more, I guess. But it's fine.
yeah.
Once again, we need to be like I need you. I think working on vision will help you. Will narrow down vision. But do you see how scary it is? Like as you get higher rank, people. I'll just give you the tips. Mid game. Shit, sorry. You mid game, you'll be farming mid. You'll be farming mid. People are gonna come from this side and down here to come kill you. That's literally just all you need to know, and that's just the game on repeat. So you want to be careful. If you have no vision, it's completely dark. No vision, it's completely dark. You want to be careful about
Mm,
farming mid. So I'd rewatch like this video and like the stuff I talk about. But yeah, you do want to be careful. Um, oh wait, we're kind of running out of time. We have like 7 minutes left. I'm timing it for you. I don't have to go like exactly 1 hour and 10 minutes, but it's been like an hour and 3 minutes. But that's the mid game macro. You don't. You want to watch out. I need you with better vision awareness because
okay.
then that will just help your team. You want to farm this mid lane. But you have no vision, so you ping your support. Please ward for me. Please ward for me. Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's super scary for us. But otherwise, we can sort of help this guy. I don't know. We're like trying to rotate. This looks fine. This looks fine if we get in there. Oh shit, we kind of this is a problem with no vision. Like kind of unlucky. The Phil 6 kind of snuck in there. But yeah, this is the problem with having no vision. We're like walking up into like God knows
Yeah.
whoever. But I get it, it's a silver game. The supports don't have the best vision awareness, but I'm teaching you the skills so you have better vision. So now you communicate to this guy how to have proper vision. Does that make sense? Like
Okay.
if I was plopped into a support game, this guy's still doing the same YOLO stuff, but because I know where to ward, I tell him and ask him to ward these areas. That kind of make sense? So
Yeah. Okay.
I'm explaining to you how to have that knowledge, and then you tell this guy where to ward. Does that kind of yeah, that makes sense?
Yeah, it does.
Okay, so that's what we want to do over time. Otherwise, you can probably face tank this guy. I think you can out damage him. Nice, this is all good. I would, oh, a little sketch, yeah, a little sketch to push it. I'm not really following the game, the tempo of the game, but if I was, then yeah, I would know if it's like safe to push mid or not. Otherwise, it's fine to recall there. Are we going IE? Good, good. Okay, once again, I don't know if I covered mid game macro with you. I don't think I did because your mid game looked okay the other time. But if there's no, pretty much what you want to do mid game is you farm. I don't know if you heard about this, but you just farm waves on repeat. You farm mid lane. If there's no mid lane wave, what do you think you do here?
Go to one of the jungle camps.
Good. Yes, we go to this jungle camp right here. So we want to get that habit in our game. If there's no mid lane wave, what do? We look for a jungle camp. And once again, I had to explain this to someone else because they went and farmed Krugs. The reason
Hmm.
why we only really farm Race and Wolves is because it's like quite literally right next to mid. We can just run mid after. We go all the way down here. We have to like run all the way up. Like that kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
So just farm pretty much either Race or Wolves, one or the other. It's like fine to go scuttle. It's gonna take forever, but we're
Hmm.
kind of like pushing out deep. And if they're all here, it's like super sketch. Like you see how far we are from our teammates. If they're literally right, if Vi is coming here to get this scuttle, same idea as you. We're about to run into her 1v1, so that's the problem. But she's randomly farming wolves. But you see, like it is a little sketch to farm scuttle, and it just
Yeah.
takes forever. We're gonna lose out on mid wave. But it set us up. Good adaptation. Yeah, go for the free kill top. Good, good, good. But yeah, this is the thing. Did we give up mid tower? Yeah, that's the problem. We pretty much just gave up mid tower for obviously you saved this guy, so it's like kind of okay. And if like this guy was a little smarter, he would cover mid. But we pretty much if we had proper macro here, we would have went race, went mid, and then we would have like farmed this mid wave and defended mid tower. But we went scuttle into top, but so we lost mid tower. You definitely don't want to be losing mid tower. Does that kind of make sense? Like you pretty much
Yeah.
traded top kill for mid tower, so it's like, oh, that's not great, honestly. You saved him, so it's like kind of looks okay, but I wouldn't really give up mid tower in the future for one kill.
Hmm.
Um, but that's just like macro game. But good, to farm jungle cans. Pretty much 80 carry macro. The most basic is farm mid lane. If mid lane's not up, farm either wolves or race. That's pretty much all you have to do. Once you get that down as like your foundation, then I will help you on like, is it more worth to go start roaming to start helping? But
Okay.
we want to get a certain foundation of we're farming mid. If mid's not up, we farm race. If race is not up, we farm wolves. If wolves is not up, then if wolves and race are not up, and mid lane's not up, then we just wait for next mid wave. Obviously, there's like other stuff you could do. You could maybe roam to another lane, but at its core, at its essence, that's what we want to do mid game. Okay.
Okay.
But yeah, once that's foundation and you're like doing that, then I can start building on that, showing you like other more advanced stuff you can do. But we want to make sure that's your foundation. Those are your habits. So
Okay.
here we push out mid. And then now it's like we can either hit tower or we can farm this wraith camp. This is the problem. This is what I was trying to bring up to you. The problem with playing Nyla is your melee. If you want to hit this tower, you have to walk quite literally all the way up to hit it. If you're playing Jinx, you can hit it from here. Like you kind of see the difference now. How Nyla's a little different mid game. So
Hmm.
you can't really siege towers too well on Nyla. Um, yeah, you see how sketchy it is? You have to like quite literally walk all the way up here to hit this tower. If you're
Mhm.
playing Jinx, you can hit this tower from here. So like Nyla's mid game is a little different. So instead of doing this, I would have like went to this Wraith camp, but it's fine if as long as Kha'Zix is getting it. But yeah, we wait for next mid wave. If we get better idea of vision, we can like ping this Tom Kench to start warding. Anytime you're sieging mid, ward either this bush or this bush. Obviously, you can try and ward both. That's great. But whatever side you ward, stick to that side. Like hover that
Okay.
side. Does that kind of make
Right.
sense?
Yeah, it does.
But yeah, that's what we want to do. Otherwise, okay, it's been an hour and 10, but I do want to cover a little bit. And since I shortened you by accident last time, I don't mind going over even more this
That's
time.
cool. That's cool.
But we can go over a little more, but I don't also don't want to overload you with information. But yeah, I covered I'll summarize. Foundationally, mid game, obviously read what I wrote for lane phase. We want better vision. This is what to work on, better vision. And in the entire game, not just early lane phase, don't get baited by support. This is gonna take forever to write, but don't get baited by support. Don't get baited. Don't so we want better vision and we don't want to get baited by support. And then mid game, it comes back to just farming mid lane, and then mid lane's not up. Look for Wraith or Wolf Camp. Wraith or Wolf Camp's not up. Just wait for the next mid wave. Once you get that as habit, I'll help you with other stuff to do in the future. But that's quite literally, I do that in my master games. If I hit GM, I'll do in GM. If I hit Challenger, I'll do in Challenger. That's all you have to do mid game. And then
Right.
I'll show you once you have that as a habit and it's just natural, then I'll show you how to be more advanced. Like maybe give mid wave, go roam top, help this girl because she's fighting 1v1. Like, but we want that to be your habit and foundation. Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah, it does.
But otherwise, yeah, that is like the full time. I kind of go in depth because like there's stuff I notice, but more so like instead of us focusing on winning games, I'm focused on giving you proper habits that will help you win games. Does that kind of make sense?
Okay.
I'm just making you into a better League of Legends player, and then eventually, once you pick up these habits, you're literally just doing good things, and you'll start naturally winning. Does that kind of make
Okay.
sense?
Yeah, it does. It
But
does.
otherwise, if you don't get baited by your support, you're gonna die less, and because you're dying less, you're just gonna be in a better position to win.
Okay.
But you could tell me if
So,
you prefer me to like not go as in depth and just try to cover the whole game, or just cover certain things. Like you can tell me, do you have a preference? Also,
no, honestly, I
uh sorry, what was that?
so I'll say honestly, I do prefer for you to just kind of like lay it all out, you know,
Okay,
because I do learn a lot.
all right. Then
As
I'll
do
try to
everybody
go.
else.
I'll try to go in depth on because I'm going like in depth on lane phase and like trying to really
Mhm.
cover things. Here, actually, I'll just stop the recording because I don't think like this has to be in the recording.